I predicted this show was gonna happen.
She's a manipulative, conniving sex worker trying to sell you purity while simultaneously siphoning off your audience for her own personal gain. I would say that she's the equivalent to Cell, stage 1, where they take the tail and they suck you dry.
Since most female streamers suck and they're not interesting and they're not cool and don't got nothing cool to say, they need to latch on to male influencers that actually do have an audience. A woman that has high sexual market value is not the same as a woman that has high relationship market value. It's better to be with a girl that's average or slightly above average that isn't a whore than being with a girl that's way above average but is a whore.
At the end of the day, bro, I just know everything will work out and God got me, bro. God got me. And I really want to get religious. I want to start praying. I want to stop feeling like a robot. I want to live life. I want to like I feel like sometimes I feel emotionless. Like it's just not how I want to feel, bro. And man, I don't know, bro. I'm just so grateful for y'all, bro. Everyone in the chat watching, bro. Everyone put a W for you guys, bro. Put a W in the chat for y'all, bro, because I know no matter what, y'all will stick with me through everything. Y'all will be with me for everything. And just like y'all are there for me, I want y'all to be there for her too, bro. Like, don't throw her to the side and talk and do all this stuff and say f her just because I'm not with her. Like, at the end of the day, she was a big part of my life, and she'll always, like, I'll never forget.
Bro, simping, man. Come on, man.
Forget anything that we've been through. Like, anything, bro. Because
she embarrassed and cucked you multiple times, bro. What are you talking about?
Chat, these last 2 years of my life were crazy, bro. Like, crazy, bro. I couldn't trade this shit for anything, bro. For anything, bro.
Nia's been hanging out with too many black people, bro. God damn. Holy. This guy can't speak English properly anymore. It's just a whole bunch of bro, and all this other shit. Like, his vocabulary is limited. What the fuck's going on here, man? Oh, man.
Crazy. And, you know.
How are 40,000 people watching this?
I try to be mature. I'm still an idiot. I'm still a little shit. But I think a fresh start for me is really good and what I need. And I just hope that, you know, hopefully it all plays out and hopefully this was a good decision and everything ends up working in the end. But that's that, chat. That's that. Just wanted to talk to you guys for a sec. And yeah, bro. I love y'all, bro. I love y'all for real. What are you doing today? Absolutely nothing, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm ending the stream and going to sleep, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. And that's just me being honest with y'all, bro. Thank you guys all for the subs. Arc better with the 10 gifted. Thank you, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm ending the stream and I'm going to sleep, bro. I need to go pick up my dog. I'm going to sleep. And then...
All right, I predicted this show was going to happen. So let me find my clip here. 2 years ago, chat.
Trying to sell you purity while simultaneously siphoning off your audience for...
Here we go.
She's a manipulative, conniving sex worker trying to sell you purity while simultaneously siphoning off your audience for her own personal gain.
That's funny.
I would say that she's the equivalent to Cell, stage 1, where they take the tail and they suck you dry. And what's going to end up happening is this, my friend. Once she goes ahead and sucks you dry and is no longer able to benefit from being associated with you, she's going to go ahead and find another guy that's bigger than you and move on to him. Nope. And that's what's going to happen, because what happened is that she's on OnlyFans, she's on social media, and in order for her business to grow, she needs to ensure that she's attached to someone who has more status than herself. So once she reaches your level or exceeds it, she is definitely going to leave and go to someone else. And, you know, she knows that, right? The thing is that she understands that she has more sexual experience than you. She has more experience than you in general. That's why she's able to manipulate.
I think it was a virgin back then.
Let you do this stupid shit that she does, puppy eyes, crying, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, I care about you. But she doesn't care enough to delete her OnlyFans, even though you told her that you don't like it. So you're going to deal with this way. You're going to make her a side chick. We're going to go get another girl. And you're going to have multiple women, and then you're going to get a percentage of her earnings. If she cares about you that much, she's going to give you a percentage of her earnings. I would say 50%, if not bare minimum. And she's a side chick for life. I would never take her seriously or give her
man, yeah, let's go.
Her title. And get a main girl that's not on the internet. And that's how it's going to go. Because since she decided to make that decision of I'm going to be on OnlyFans, I'm going to sexualize myself, fantastic. You no longer get the benefit of being taken seriously as a main girl. You are a side chick for life. And as far as if she did quit her OnlyFans, it doesn't matter because the internet is forever. So she fucked herself for life.
Guys, smash that like button, bro. We got 2,800 of you guys in here on YouTube alone. We got another 1,300, so we got like what? 5,000 you guys in here roughly? Guys, smash that fucking like button. Smash that like button.
That's not true.
There's screen grabs, video recorders.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
this was 2 years ago, guys. October of 2023.
King.
Fuck.
When he gets his kick deal and when it's max, as Aiden says, I swear I'm gonna sign something that says I don't want a dime. I don't want to make any money off of him. Like you guys don't have to see that part. But
And here's the thing with these OnlyFans girls. Well, all right, fuck it. So this is what you guys got to understand about these OnlyFans girls, okay? OnlyFans chicks are talentless, okay? They don't really have talent. They're not interesting. They don't have any cool personalities. Most of the time, they're young bimbos. So they understand that they run a subscription service that has a very high churning rate, okay? So when you're a chick and you're running OnlyFans and you're like, doing all the stop behavior or whatever, you're going to need chatters. You're going to need to put pictures up. You're going to need to post content, etc. And the problem with being an OnlyFans chick is guys are visual. So if another girl comes along that's hotter or is more interesting or whatever, guys are kind of like dogs with like a new toy. Whoa, they want this new thing. So what ends up happening is OnlyFans girls find themselves in a weird position where they constantly have to get new subscriptions because they're losing so many subscriptions every month, right? So since what they offer, every other chick offers, they try to distinguish themselves. Now, most of them can't do this themselves. So what they have to do is enter in beta male streamer. So a lot of these girls do, guys, is they'll partner with a male streamer that has an audience, like a Neon or whatever, preferably a young male audience predominantly where their hormones are raging, and they'll just siphon fans from them to her, right? And since most female streamers suck, and they're not interesting, and they're not cool, and don't got nothing cool to say, they need to latch on to male influencers that actually do have an audience. Because unlike women, to be an influencer as a guy, you must bring value to some degree, all right? Whether it's you set yourself on fire and act like an idiot, or you're able to articulate yourself and convey a bunch of knowledge in a specialty. Men must be talented to be influencers. This is why the top podcasters, YouTubers, content creators in general, they're almost always fucking men, okay? So OnlyFans girls, since the skill bar is so low and any bitch can do it, for them to differentiate themselves, they need to get a constant pool of simps that they can go ahead and market to. This is where a lot of these male streamers come in, okay? Now, in her situation, she had Neon, who was a virgin, blue pill, doesn't know anything. And what he was able to do was bring her a bunch of fans to blow up her OnlyFans, okay? And girls that do OnlyFans need to rely upon clout siphoning and another thing that they engage in. This is more Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue, what I call rage bait content, okay? So if you don't have a male streamer that you can leech off of, right, you're not running like some fake relationship or some other bullshit like that, you're gonna need to do crazy shit that gets you in the news. So Bonnie Blue having sex with like 1,000 dudes in a day, right? Or Lily Phillips having sex with 100 dudes in a day. This is stuff that's gonna shock the masses, and people are gonna be curious and sign up for their OnlyFans, right? This is why Bonnie Blue became more and more egregious with her perversion. I want to start hooking up with barely 18 boys, all this other bullshit that she was doing, right? So they have to use shock value or deceptive marketing practices or siphon off of a male creator. This is how OnlyFans girls make money because their churn rate is so goddamn high. And what churn rate, guys, basically is if you have a subscription service, right, and people are paying you monthly, OnlyFans girls are rarely ever to keep people month to month to month because of the nature of the content they make, which is redundant and every other bitch can do it. Versus as a male creator, right, like I'll give you guys an example. We got the OSS, right? You guys can't go find another OSS. You guys are not going to go find another Myron Gaines. So we retain a lot of our people because we add value, merch discounts, Discord, Telegram, exclusive content, etc., cutting streams, all this stuff. So we have a subscription service, but we add value so people stay. And you can't really go anywhere else to find this type of content. Very difficult, right? Who else is going to give you guys the truth on them boys, women, race realism, politics? I do it all, baby. True crime. You ain't going to find it nowhere else. So we're able to maintain our people because the creator is talented. But when it's women, right, they suck most of the time. They just do, I'll be honest. So female streamers always have to latch on dudes, bro. It is what it is. I can't even think. I'm trying to think here. If I could even think of like a female streamer that's like self-made. Like didn't come up off a dude. Chat, can you guys think of anybody that like it came up all by herself, no niggas? I'm trying to think, bro. You guys know? I'm looking at chat, by the way. Oh, let me look at the YouTube chat. Sorry, YouTube niggas. I've been ignoring y'all for a little bit. My bad. You guys can go ahead and say everything you guys want to say. Sadia Khan, Is she even relevant anymore, bro? I haven't seen her anywhere. I saw her like a bit like last year. I don't even see her no more, bro. Amaranth? Pokemon Valkyrie? All right. I don't count Candace Owens. I don't count Candace Owens because Candace Owens isn't like one of these slop streamers. I don't put Candace Owens or Pearl or none of these girls in the same because they don't use their sexuality. I'm talking about chicks that use their sexuality and shit. Brett Cooper got put on with Daily Wire. All right.
But
it doesn't matter because the exposure is going to make back for it.
I won't make it, like, I don't think you hear me when I speak, but it's okay.
No, indirectly, you will. By being associated with him, you will. Which is why, like I said before, you're like stage 1 cell. You're going to suck him dry.
Damn.
Stage 1 cell. Let's go, baby.
Welcome.
I forgot I told her this shit, bro. We were cooking this chick.
That's so, like, I hope you made him happy. Like, you're just
because here's the thing. Look, man, this is how women move. Women extract resources from men. A woman's biggest power is being able to know that she has more knowledge than her guy. Neon doesn't know his worth, which you're exploiting right now.
No, I try to help him see that.
No, if you knew his worth, you would never...
I actually don't know my worth. I think I'm a fucking loser.
I try to help him see that he actually matters.
No, I'm actually helping him see that, and you don't like that because if he knows his worth, he would never take you seriously.
That is true, actually.
Perfect.
She's so uncomfortable, chat. I'm shocked I'll give her credit. I'm shocked she actually sat down and did this discussion, bro. Keep it 1,000 with y'all. I'm shocked that she even sat down and had this conversation.
Be a side chick. Only. DM to dick. That's it. Nothing serious.
Free watches.
Free watches.
America.
I mean, be honest, you should give that watch back. I won't even take it.
Yeah.
Don't talk
and
to
you know,
him like
it's funny, too, because anytime I...
Oh, she bought him a Rolex this day. Oh, yeah. I remember now. She bought him a Rolex that day, and I was like, bruh, come on, nigga.
I've ever seen women give men expensive gifts? It was always OnlyFans sex worker girls.
That's another thing I'll tell you guys, too, when it comes to these girls. So, another thing about these women, right? Like, they know that their profession isn't respectable. So what ends up happening, right? And this happens, look, we're really getting into it now, but fuck it. Women are not used to giving men gifts, okay? Women aren't used to giving men gifts. They're not used to spending money on men. They're not used to courting men. The only time I've seen women openly and overtly and emphatically give men gifts is if they're whores.
Fatality.
Let me explain. When you're a woman and you're a 304, right? Whether you're a stripper, you do OnlyFans, you're a porn star, whatever it may be. Though you might be physically attractive, right? And you have, let's say you have a high sexual market value or a high SMV. You have low relationship market value, RMV. Okay, this is a concept that me and my boy Donovan actually use. I think me and him are like the only ones that do this. Okay, and it's been a while, so let's go ahead and go back in time. So there's two fucking metrics for women, all right? So obviously there's something called sexual market value, right? With your attraction level. But with women, there's two different levels. There's SMV, sexual market value, and then you have something called RMV, relationship market value, okay? So let's say you got a girl like a St. Frank, right? She is, let's give her like a 6, like a little bit above average, right? She's a 6, right? Above mid, a little bit above mid, right? That's her SMV. But you're also going to have something called an RMV. And this is the number that women never fucking understand. So their relationship market value is not going to be based on their looks. It's going to be based on their worthiness of being wifed up. You understand? Because as a guy, no matter how hot a girl is, her past, especially if she's a 3 or 4, can really fuck you up. Men lose status by being cheated on. Men lose status by wifing up 304s. So women that are promiscuous have low relationship market value. So it is possible for a girl to have high sexual market value while simultaneously having low relationship market value, okay? Very important for you guys to understand. Relationship market value versus sexual market value, two different things. Now that we've established this, since most sex worker females have above average sexual market value, they have no problem getting men. but they have a problem with retaining men. Strippers, OnlyFans girls, porn stars, etc. They have a very difficult time keeping men around. They have no problem getting men, but they have a very tough time retaining men. And this means when a girl has high SMV, but she can't keep a guy, this means she has low relationship market value. And sex worker women almost always have low relationship market value. So what they do, a strategy, which is also a big red flag for you guys that you guys need to keep in your mind. If a girl buys you luxury items or very nice things, the only girls I've seen trick on men like this are hoes. I'm just going to call it what it is, all right? They're hoes. All right? And the reason why girls trick off on men like this, like you can see where her buying neon a Rolex or whatever. You guys know we had the throat goat on our shit, Selena Powell, spending millions of dollars on their guys, buying them nice watches, buying them designer, all this shit. That is a way for women to make up for their low relationship market value. Okay? When a woman has low relationship market value due to her profession, she's kind of in a catch-22. And the catch-22 is they make a bunch of money from doing the sex work, but the sex work destroys their ability to get a guy to take them seriously. So now they're in a weird place. So what ends up happening is she has to operate almost like a fucking man. To make up for the fact that she has low relationship market value due to her sexual past and her promiscuity, she has to take on provisioning duties. And one of the ways she takes up provisioning duties is by buying you gifts, paying bills, taking care of things financially in general, buying you a car, right? So this is how women that are sex workers typically get guys to wife them. Remember, they don't have a problem getting guys to smash them and date them, but a lot of them have a hard time getting guys to take them seriously. So one of the ways that they circumvent that is by tricking on these motherfuckers. Now, Fresh could talk to you guys about this in way more detail because he be around these bitches all the time. But he's told me they cry when they're alone. They complain how they can't find a guy. When they do find a guy, they go crazy. They spend crazy money on him. They give him gifts, all this shit. Because when you're a girl, right, and you're making $100,000 a month, being a fucking thought, that money comes at a cost. You sold your soul, so now you got to buy your fucking man. You got to keep him with you through acts of servitude financially. He's embarrassed to be around you. His friends make fun of him when you're not around. He gets clowned on the internet. So basically, you're paying him reparations as a female. That's what you're doing. When a woman has low relationship market value, she typically has to offset it by stepping into a provisioner status. Now, why is this bad? Well, it's bad because it naturally puts her in her masculine. When a woman is paying your bills and she's taking care of you, they get really fucking clingy. And not only do they get clingy, they get really mad if they think you're cheating on them because they think, again, this is the female mind, it doesn't make sense, but I'm going to explain it to you guys anyway. They think, I make money, I pay for you, you need to be loyal to me. And then it's like they forget that they're sluts. Because remember, guys, women have a horrible habit of taking on masculine traits, thinking that it makes them look better or increases their sexual market value. It actually doesn't. And I'll be honest with you guys again. Most of the guys that date these OnlyFans girls or date these porn stars or these strippers that make a lot of money, most of the time, it's lower sexual market value men. Right? Maybe he's good looking, but he's a bum. And what he'll do is he'll use that chick, smash other girls on the side, tolerate and endure the roast that he gets in his friends group. You know that group chat is frying him all day. You date this bitch, you stupid. So they look at it like, look, if I'm going to go ahead and have my image tarnished and people roasting me all over the fucking city for being with this girl, I need to get my pound of flesh. But like a typical idiot that sex workers are, they're completely unaware of the fact that as a sex worker, you don't get to dictate terms. And not only do you not get to dictate terms, you got to pay the bill and shut the fuck up. And if you do catch them cheating, it is what it is. But since women pay and they make money and they got status, they think they can boss you around. They think they bought you as their boyfriend, but they didn't. So it's very important for you guys to understand this dynamic that a woman that has high sexual market value is not the same as a woman that has high relationship market value. Now I know what you guys are gonna ask next. Yo, Myra, what should we prioritize? You need to prioritize the relationship market value. I don't give a fuck if the girl's a 9. If she's a 9, but she has low relationship market value, that's gonna be a headache waiting to detonate all over you. Pause. It's better to be with a girl that's average or slightly above average that isn't a whore than being with a girl that's way above average but is a whore. Trust me. Well, Myron, I want to be with the hot chick that's gonna buy me fucking shit. Okay, nigga. Try that out. Try that out, see what happens. This is what's gonna happen, matter of fact. Let's go into the dream scenario. Let me tell you what's gonna happen, motherfucker. You wanna go ahead and wife up this stripper, right? You wanna go, you think it's gonna be exciting. You know, you need a place to stay and shit. This is what's gonna happen, nigga. You're gonna move into her apartment, right? You're gonna start packing your stuff, setting your stuff up, etc. The first week is gonna be great. You're gonna be smashing all the time. Maybe she brings a friend here or there. You get to watch TV all day as you sometimes look at the classifieds to find a job. She makes enough for like everybody, so it don't matter. You chilling. You get comfortable. She goes to work, comes back, house is dirty. Dishes are in the sink and shit. Tyrone! You're supposed to do the dishes. Then she asks you the next day, can you take out the trash? Oh, it's snowing, I don't want to go. Nigga.
Fatality.
And what's going to slowly start to happen is you are going to die from 1,000 paper cuts. Okay, this is the concept of death by 1,000 paper cuts. And what this basically is over a period of time, a woman slowly elevates her aggression and frustration with you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And most of you men can't see this coming, by the way. Most of you niggas, by the time you guys figure it out that she's nagging you, it's too fucking late. She's been building this shit up for a year. Your dumbass don't even know. She's been powering up, nigga. All right?
It's over 9,000!
And by the time you fucking wake up, she's already on KO-Ken 10. About to fucking punch your dumbass.
Welcome! Punch!
And then you're going to slowly start to get disrespect. She's going to talk back to you. She's paying the bill. She's wearing the pants. You guys are going to get in fights. Then she's going to go buy you a gift. Plead with you not to leave her. You guys have some great sex. Then she's going to keep the bullshit going. It's a toxic relationship. But this is what you can fucking expect when you deal with girls that are sex workers, that have money. Oh, yeah, they'll take care of you. Oh, yeah, they'll let you stay at their place. Oh, yeah, they'll let you be a bum for a bit. But it's going to come at a fucking cost, my friend. A big cost. Your dignity, your pride. She going to be telling you, get the fuck out of my house, you broke ass nigga. Like, she going to be doing all that shit. She kick you out one day and then tell you to come back 48 hours later. It's a miserable existence. It ain't worth it. I see a couple of you guys in the chat saying big facts. Yeah, bro. Ask anybody that fucking deals with sex worker chicks, bro. They'll love bomb you, buy you all these fucking gifts. You think this is late. Oh, my God. Man, dating a porn star ain't that bad. Oh, man, dating a stripper ain't that bad. This bitch always got cash. She give me money. She don't ask nothing. She loves me. Oh, man. Huh. That money comes at a cost, my friend. She sold her soul to the devil. And you, by proxy, sold your soul to the devil, too. And when that devil comes to collect from her, guess who she gonna turn to collect from for her? And this doesn't even account for all the fucking emotional trauma that she's gonna be going through in her life, because doing sex work is literally terrifying to women. It's not natural. Fucks them up mentally. Right? This is me assuming she's somewhat sane. Most girls that do sex work are not sane. Something be wrong with these bitches. And it's gonna be taken out on you. You're over here thinking, oh man, she got me a fucking Gucci wallet. All right, man. That Gucci wallet gonna come at a cost. So what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is simply this. Be extremely, extremely concerned with any woman that buys you expensive gifts. And then number 2, do not wife up girls that are sex workers. Because what I just explained to you guys is gonna be your fate if you get with a sex worker.